We've talked enough about bracket. Let's get down to business. Grand finals, everyone. Grand finals. Judes. Judes. Are you heading off? Are you heading off? Okay. I was about to say, I can't let you go. I'm done. That set was immaculate, by the way. That set was incredible.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's me, Xanadu. You just watched lose.
Exactly. Incredible.
Exactly.
My fault.
Exactly. You lost. Incredible player, by the way.
Incredible play, by the way. It's a little bit bad, you know, but he's incredible, you know. Like.
Anyway, this is not about me. This is about Darkstalker and Zone, who meet yet again in Meltdown Grands.
Indeed, indeed. Like I said, this is a grand finals as old as time. Usually, if you tune in to VGBootCamp at this time on Monday, you will see Darkstalker and Zone playing against each other.
Exactly. And I mean, today alone, Zone's already beaten Darkstalker, but it doesn't really mean much when you play each other every single week. Like, in big tournaments, that tends to mean something. Every week, these two have figured it out each other by now. It's just at this point who can play it better on the day.
Exactly. But Zone's honestly been taking them more recently, and I think it's just because he's had a huge mentality, like, his mentality's just improved a lot recently. Like, he's been able to just stay calm and confident in matters where, moments where it matters. And that's so important against Darkstalker, because if you get scared, that's exactly what he's looking for. You start rolling in, and then he starts down tilting your roll-ins with auto turnarounds.
Right now, Darkstalker's pretty comfortably sitting at the side, kind of waiting for Zone to come in to then anti-air him or just stop his approaches and then hit him with obviously some support of powerful go combo. He's got Nair to down B, he's got jab, jab, power. Are you okay? Or he can just hit it raw if he wants.
Exactly. That's the thing, right? You always have to be ready against Brandon, because the second you aren't aware or the second you aren't ready for like the wake up Buster Wolf, he kills you. He kills you.
I feel like Zone sort of shifted into that, and that was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. It happens every now and then, but you have to have a very short memory with unfortunate interactions, just so you can keep in the set, you can keep moving.
Yeah.
Always got to keep it moving.
This might be enough spot. No, not quite. Right now, this is Zone's favorite spot, the ledge, and he doesn't quite get anything, not even the punish on the up tilt. However, he is still pressuring nicely. His damage is going to come out in spades, though, so he'll want to finish out that stock as soon as possible.
That dash attack is not going to take it. However, right now, Brandon is hanging on to this go meter for his life, but Explosive Flame will be what takes it. And now he has to play a little bit more. I'm not going to say an honest game. Terry is never playing an honest game.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's playing a little bit more honest of a game without go meter.
Nice pressure at the ledge. Down smash, side B, tries to like buffer some options to cover a neutral get up from Zone, but doesn't quite catch anything just yet.
Indeed, indeed. Still, Brandon finds his way back out. He's got such a massive lead. Zone's having to like play it safe, because the second you go for that high risk, high reward option, that's what Brandon's waiting for. And that's what seals out the stock, but shielded auto cancel power dunk.
Yeah.
Where's your answer?
Nice coverage on the auto turnaround, just reacting to that roll very easily. And now, yeah, you're just seeing jabs. You're just seeing single jabs. He's going to die to one of these. If any of them hit, they're all -6. The down tilt will do it as well into the rising tackle.
And this is what I love to see, because I've analyzed a lot of Brandon's sets where he just kind of like, he has the lead. It kind of gets away from him because he tries to steal out the stock immediately.
Yeah.
But right there, he took his time. He's like, you know what? I have safe moves with jab and down tilt. And if they hit, you die. So I'm just going to use those.
Facts.
Just got to keep it simple. Simple and safe. Simple and clean. Right there.
Yeah. Good play from Darkstalker to relieve game 1 from Zone. However, we're certain that Zone is going to answer back with haste.
Indeed, indeed. If there's someone you can never count out, it's Zone, because he has a short... when he's playing, he often has a short memory. So as a result, he can forget those like unfortunate interactions and get straight back into it. He bounces back, and that's what really matters.
Exactly. Nice little string coming out from Zone here. And I believe this is like the stage that he's really coming to prefer in this matchup, right?
Absolutely. You'd think he wouldn't, right? Because Terry loves killing off of the side. Those horizontal blossoms are not favorable for Palu in this matchup. However, the biggest thing about Town and City is the fact that it's, well, big. It's a big stage, and you need that space to move around and control Terry Bogard to limit him and what he can do. Because if you're fighting up close with him, you're effectively dice rolling, and you're rolling the dice when the house is against you. And that's what Brandon loves to do. He is the house.
Yeah, Hamdi is certainly his playground, his house, so to speak. And right now, Zone is trying to find some sort of leeway in terms of neutral. He really wants to like pressure Darkstalker to some sort of ledge or into the air. Not finding anything big, and Darkstalker's kind of being able to do what he wants in terms of just throwing out these moves, but there we catch even the auto cancel.
Ooh, air dodging in is so going to adapt. For that, the air dodge mix-ups are catching Zone off guard right now. However, tried and true patience will always take it, and just setting up the same situation to capitalize on it. And right now, Brandon's on the back foot. What's his answer, Xanadu?
Yeah, this is going to be incredibly difficult because Zone should be striving to do exactly this. Play out range, and now he's the one that is waiting for Terry to come in some sort of unsafe manner. Or even try and just kill him at 0. Darkstalker tries to respond back, doesn't quite manage, and there's another down air to get even more percent. Another dash tag, 53 scores. 66.
The damage keeps on building up. How does he get back into it, man? Madness. Zone is running away with his lead, but the double parry is going to be like, you know what? The taunt as well. You see the confidence with Brandon. No matter how far down he is, he's never out. And immediately evening out the stop count. And this is, I can't lie, dude, this is basically an even game.
Yeah.
This is basically an even game.
This is essentially just an even game because Terry can get any amount of huge percent off of a single hit, but Zone's not really allowing him right now. It's very patient nairs and just sort of drifting out of Terry's effective range. That fair catches him all the way behind, by the way.
Madness.
He was firmly behind him.
Moving like Bowser with the way that forward air hits behind. Jeez, man. Insanity. And I love the little like down tilt jab checks Brandon's been doing to like catch SDI as well.
Yeah.
The percent is racking up, but the discipline is still there. No matter how much percent he's adding on, Zone is just tacking on more. He's chipping away at him where it hurts. And that's allowing Zone to maintain this like powerful lead, I want to say, you know.
Yeah, he's been going for auto reticle a few times, and that one finds its mark. It's because it was angled down as well. He jumped before. It was really smart to get it in the direction he preferred, and now getting the game in the direction he prefers as he's out a 1-stock lead, and he's about to get this washing machine combo. Take his time with it. 47, you're still in the air.
Has to find his way down. That's a terrifying thing against Palu. Ooh! I love it. He's cooking. Zone is feeling himself right now, and he's in the kitchen. This is madness.
And a crack shoots trying off the platform. Darkstalker loves those, but Zone...
The champ waits, Grab! What the hell? Who is this person? I've never seen this player before in my life.
I can't believe that mix. That was beautiful.
That was incredible.
Zone is still holding on very nicely, despite the fact that Brandon's pulling out everything in the bag. It seems Zone is just playing it so patiently that he can't really be caught up with something major that could truly upset him right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brandon has to play this so carefully because all Zone has to do is effectively what Brandon did last game. He has to chip away at him with safe confirms, and eventually one of them will land. But Brandon, he can't take risks. Yeah. He cannot take risks right now.
Desperation up B means they'll get punished and puts a 111%, and this is really nice percent for both Palutena and Terry.
The patience, bro. He's just standing there. He's waiting. What do you do?
Yeah, if there's one thing I've noticed from watching MD and then coming here today, I've never really seen Darkstalker go for these sort of jab mixtures that he's going for nowadays. He has mixed that up massively in his kit, where his shield pressure has improved a ton because of it.
It's so terrifying because usually it would just be like the guaranteed, you know, safe move and then burst option, and you could usually just wait and punish the burst option. But he's adapted, bro. He's a new player. He's turned a new leaf, and right now it's on everyone here to find an answer. The test quiz, the pop quiz has changed, and right now Brandon is running away with it. This is insane right now.
Yeah, Zone had such a huge lead, a whole stock lead while Darks was on 100%, but he has a very nice down air.
That was just a checkmate situation, honestly, because no matter how good Darkstalker's recoveries are, I mentioned it earlier on commentary that auto reticle is the jump checker. See you around, Robbie. Auto reticle is the jump checker, where if you double jump off stage, it doesn't matter how good your recovery is, your resources are now gone.
Yeah.
Your recovery is limited. You will just perish, and that's exactly what Zone did. Set up the checkmate right there with auto reticle, boom, down air to seal out the stock, checkmate.
We saw the exact same thing with Andres Afeno Half-Floor recently at Glory 3. Every single time this interaction occurred, down air, instantly, done, next stock. Or in this case, next game, as we go into game 3, back on town again. I'm not sure how much I agree with this from Darkstalker.
I kind of get it, because although there's such a large amount of space, at the same time, what balances it out is the explosiveness of the fact that once you get one, you can get one F-tilt Buster Wolf at 30 at the ledge, and it'll probably kill. It'll probably kill.
Yeah. That much is true. It's only that, well, Zone definitely had a much easier time in neutral on this stage, which is ultimately what earned him such a huge lead last game and allowed him to seal it out relatively easily. And it feels like just running it back might be just a bit of impatience. I know he's in the middle of mounting a comeback. It's simply that, look, Zone is just spacing around him right now, just waiting.
He's just Darkstalker
finally finds an opening. Nice catch.
It's madness, though. I completely agree. No matter how powerful your advantage there is, you still have to win neutral. And if neutral is the problem, Then giving the opponent more space, giving Zone more space where he's comfortable doesn't seem to be the answer right now.
Especially if you're going to go into Palutena's loving arms and a blast zone so small as Town. This is dangerous for Darkstalker right now. He's seeing 127. Yes, he has go, and yes, he is using it, but he might find himself on the back of a back air or a back throw.
It's anything could take it, honestly. Dash attack, unfortunately, will not be one of those things, however.
That's tough, though. Very nice coverage. Yeah, also Red Skull, as you said, checkmate situation.
Exactly.
Not just with down air, but with fair as well, it would seem. Every single time that pressures it, Terry just has no other option but to go into Palutena.
Absolutely. You constantly have to, it gives you something to play around. You have to work around it. And Zone is right there. It creates this situation where like there's a slight hole in advantage and Zone just covers it up. There's an opening that's created and he forces you there to cover it. It's terrifying, having played against it myself at least.
Yeah. Dash attacks into the platform. Zone not quite waiting, but still just finds another grab and a great fair on the double jump. Catches with the explosive flame, looking for an upper or a back air. Doesn't quite find either right now.
Indeed, indeed. And it's kind of the same case as, ooh, I love the jab check, but still not quite going to take the stock.
That was an empowered rising tackle. That made a difference.
I think empowered would have made the difference here. When it is charged up, it is stronger.
Yeah.
But still, got a good situation here. Slightly outside of his hands, and that's kind of how the game's going at the moment right now. the lead is getting stronger and stronger.
Wow.
But
Zone,
catches.
Yeah, Zone did SDI, but unfortunately buffers a roll, which gets him caught by the power dunk. However, Darkstalker right now is pressuring incredibly well. Wow, amazing grab.
Ooh, going for it. Ooh, with the down air, but that is not going to get quite called out. Still, Zone has the lead right now. Even though Gomito is there, that is not what you want. 61% on deck. All it is one F-tilt Buster Wolf on Town and City.
You cannot commit to explosive flame like that, Scores.
Ooh, I think he was trying to catch. He was trying to bait Zone with a spot dodge up tilt, but unfortunately, he's just waiting at the moment. He's gathering data. He tried to call out with Buster Wolf earlier. Zone's now aware that he can't roll behind, otherwise Buster Wolf will be there. So both players are just trying to like see how the others respond. It's kind of like a poking game at the moment, you know? Finding data.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Zone is kind of like peppering him with explosive flames, with back airs, just trying to pressure him. But Commit now has himself at ledge. Great explosive flame, knowing that Darkstalker wants to pick an aggressive option. He's forced to jump back on into it and loses his second stock. Zone with a nice lead. He needs to find some credit. He needs to find a lead so he can play that game plan he was doing earlier that worked out so well for him. Exactly,
because once he has a lead, it's as simple as holding down the fort, sending out a couple guards that are invincible back air, invincible dash attack, just to see around, just to kind of hold down the fort, and that's quite not what he's been able to do at the moment. That Nair, not invincible. So Darkstalker's like, you know what? You don't have bodyguards right now. Let me just land this stock.
That's not an invincible move. That's not dash tag. That's not big. Let me have a little bit of that. Let me have a little bit of percent as well. 41 racked on quickly, looking for down airs. Zone gets in there from the ledge, and that will convert into a great 50%, unless Darkstalker mixes up his DI in a very nice way to avoid the second up air.
Indeed, indeed. And right now, even game. Even though Darkstalker kills earlier, he has to win neutral more times, or has a harder time winning neutral more accurately. So as a result, it is a battle of neutral versus advantage right now.
Yeah, right now Zone is really just trying to find a significant hit and just get it into another Nair. Pressuring Darkstalker in the air, doesn't get the frame trap, unfortunately. Darkstalker meant to just jab 3. Maybe he doesn't want to stale his kill moves because he's aware that it will be soon that he might be able to seal out Zone's stock, especially if he sends himself towards the ledge.
Exactly, but still Zone managed to roll past the auto turnaround character and finding his way back into it. He has a fortunate scenario. That's so much damage, but Go Meter's online. If you don't kill him, then he'll kill you.
Yeah, all it takes is a down tilt, jab, jab. That's the move.
Indeed.
Or even a Nair power geyser, but Zone right now is holding on to advantage really well. Commits!
Ooh, commits too hard, but still holds the situation. Holding down the fort, and that's what you need to do against Go Meter. Otherwise, if he breaks through the fort, the Emperor is gone, bro. The Emperor is assassinated.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful pivot grab that sets Darkstalker back onto the platform, and ultimately Zone's just trying to keep him cut away on the right side of the stage. Now trying to pressure with back airs, and Darkstalker wants the opening.
He's running straight in, he's brave, he's going head first. He's not afraid at the moment. But as he gets closer with the percent racking up, he can only afford to be so brave. Ooh, he's trying to bait out the roll behinds to punish it once again, but Zone's not giving it. He's counterplaying the counterplay.
Very nice traction call out though, and sends Zone into the air. Zone is forced to go to the platform. Zone is forced to corner himself. but Zone is pressuring Brandon so much that he has to go back. Wow, the sour spot of dash attack is so far away.
It's so mad. That move is ridiculous. But still, Brandon holding down the fort right now. Advantageous situation, and is that going to be it?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
After a grueling game 3. 57 seconds left on the clock. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, considering how aggressive they were at times of the match, you wouldn't expect it. But both were playing such a pace and neutral, I suppose. That ultimately led to that time being run out. And unfortunately, Zone just way too panicky with the up B. I think it might have been a misinput or something because it left him so vulnerable to Darkstalker's simple yet effective confirm.
Absolutely. And the thing with grueling game 3s like that last forever, especially at kill percent, is they're very mentally draining. They can take away a lot of stamina. So whoever wins that, they have such an immense advantage, not even just for the fact that they're 2-1 up, but also because of the fact that now the opponent, they're both drained, right? The opponent especially now has to make that comeback with less mental stamina, less mental energy.
Yep.
So the question is, does Zone have that dog in him to do it?
Does he have that dog in him? He loves talking about dogs, bro. He might have that dog in him, but...
Might have that dog in him.
Especially in a potential game 10 set, you really need to maintain as much stamina as possible. And that combo is going to help him because that combo is so simple and yet so effective, so much damage.
Exactly. Old reliable.
Yeah. Palutena is old reliable, really, if you think about it. TLC Pack 0, some would say.
Exactly, DLC Pack 0, 100%. They just have everything you need for like a consistent game plan in neutral, you know?
It's just like your Palutena came through with your Xbox, bro. Just use it.
Everyone has a Palutena. It came free with your Xbox, man. Just use it. I know you. Ooh. I was gonna say I know you have from time to time before picking up Aegis.
I did.
Back when you were an Inkling.
When I was Inkling, just like, what's a character even easier than this one that I could? Oh. And she can kill, and she can recover. What can't she do?
What can't she do?
I mean, right now, Zone's looking unstoppable. So really, what can't she do? Pressuring at the ledge.
Exactly.
Lots of damage. Auto reticle. This might be your checkmate situation. It is indeed. Just can't even make it back.
100%. The auto reticle makes you move around it. There are slight openings you can do to weave around it, but Zone is right there. As soon as you climb the wall, Zone has the most evil grin on his face, and he's ready to kick you right back down. The freaking Simba and Lion King, man. Madness.
Lovely dash.
Is that going to be net back out?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had my head in the same. I don't think it would have killed, only because Terry is a heavy lad, but still, lots of damage. And whoa, that will kill. That DI was a little bit suspect, I think, but...
It's a bit weird on Town and City, because if you hold in, then you die off the top, but if you hold out, you die off the side.
Tough. It's a good-ass move. Good-ass call-out as well from Darkstalker. However...
the recoveries are slightly off at the moment, and right now, despite a dominating Game 3, or despite clutching out Game 3 more accurately, Zone is dominating in Game 4.
Yeah, Darkstalker is in the hurtbox a little bit to go into the nair there, and it's a lot of nice percent. Zone wraps himself off the stage, and Darkstalker's going to try and kill, and that might be what's giving him away right now, Scores. I've noticed Darkstalker really loves to just press that option that will quickly get back into the game, no matter how unlikely it is, and sometimes that is just giving up free stage control, and is giving away the game slightly as Zone is mounting a huge lead at the moment.
And it's terrifying, because if your opponent anticipates that, then it's kind of an all-or-nothing situation. And still, ooh, the mix-ups, everything.
Look how he's moving, bro.
He is fluid. He's like the river right now in the way that he's flowing around Darkstalker, man. That is insane. The movement is immaculate. And right now, Darkstalker, he can't catch him. He can't catch him.
No. Palutena, more mobile than you think. The way she moves around in the air is actually quite quick. And that tomahawk grab was phenomenal. It just led into a really nice back air.
And honestly, what I loved is the RPS. He completely avoided the RPS situation with Brandon, or like skewed it in his favor, because he'd constantly been... Brandon's been trying to call out the rolls, the defensive options after sport dodge up, like the up attack into power guys at shield break.
Yeah.
But Zone was just like, you know what? I see you're playing RPS, and I'm just going to pull out a gun. I am going to skip RPS entirely.
Very effective tool, in my opinion.
Absolutely, you know. Why play the game when you have a gun? And right now, we have a... I'm still going to say an even game at the moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We have an even game. Anyone can take it. This is game 5. Everything's at stake right here, right now. Darkstalker needs this for the reset, but Zone needs this to take the tournament.
I'm sure he wants to seal out this before he has to go through another potentially Game 5 round of Terry, because this character is just so pressurizing right now, especially when you've got Go Meter. Darkstalker finds the jab, but does a little bit greedy.
He breaks his ankles with the rock, paper, scissors again. This time he rolls away. Brandon is every time is Matt still catches it out with the Buster Wolf. But I don't know if you've seen that Snake video or like this clip of the Snake player where they down throw this player, and every time they down throw, they try to guess the option, and the player mixes the ankles. He never guesses right. And that's exactly what Zone's doing with the shield breakers.
I would love to see that after AK lost me money during Summit.
Yeah. It was that's still one of the funniest videos I've seen. Snake player literally just gets his ankles broken, and that's exactly what's happening to Darkstalker. He's doing Snake down throw, and Zone keeps on changing up his options. He's always one step ahead.
Ooh, that was a very low down air. Darkstalker tries to cover the air dodge, but Zone really smart to just wait. Gets his roll caught, unfortunately, and now he's at 47%, still stuck on the ledge. This is a perilous situation for a character such as Palutena, not the heaviest.
Exactly, and you Town and City, those blossoms are very small. Terry has rage,
no.
But still, speaking of death, Darkstalker finds himself greeted by the top loss zone and no longer has go meter, so this game becomes a little bit harder once again, Judes.
Yeah, this is actually going to be really difficult at this point. If Zone can find Nair, does so, leads into up air. No, leads into fair, 37% racked on, and it's another, it could be a quick 1-2 touch if he gets another big hit to even up these percents. Darkstalker positions himself with a ledge, down throw, back air. There's double jump.
Oh, using power dunk, opting to recover on stage because you at least won't die, but still. Zone has to find his way back into it. A commanding lead, but still, go meter is online, and every single mistake, any slight slip up could just get you Buster Wolf to power guys in, man.
Yeah, nice back air coming out from Zone, pressuring Darkstalker right now, tries to get those down airs, but Darkstalker recently has been using way more air dodge.
Ooh, not quite going to be a kill, but still.
That was a fast mash.
Madness.
That was a crazy fast mash and a very good combo to get a stock lead. Zone right now definitely wants to get a stock soon as possible. You do not want to be dealing with Code Terry for any much longer, but Darkstalker is playing neutral in a very safe way, gets a down throw.
He's playing very patient, but still, despite needing to close this out, Zone also has to play patient, because if you try it, if you get too hungry for the win, you get F-tilt Buster Wolf at 10, and you probably die off the side, I can't lie. So it's such a delicate balance he has to play right now. But he finds it, he finds that opening, and now we are game 5. Last stock of Grand Finals. Who will take it?
Beautiful conversion off of that late hit of down tilt into the fair, and now Zone looking for an air, gets one, gets two, gets three.
Not able to quite find the fourth to continue, but still, the percent is racking up. However, Brandon does not leave it unanswered. Neck and neck, 10 percentile difference at the moment. But still, Zone finds that opening, and he's starting to run away with it a little bit.
Yeah, beautiful F to the lingering hitbox. Just catches out the aggression from Darkstalker. Platforming around right now to just pressure him with movement. Very nice.
Exactly.
Darkstalker doesn't get caught on the platform.
He's so hard to catch, dudes. What is the answer? How do you lock this man down?
Zone is moving so well right now and just weighing out all these aggressive options, but finally Darkstalker catches with a crack shoot, puts on 41. It's still not enough right now, scores. He needs to put on a little bit more, and he's managing. Burning Knuckle comes out. He's getting pressure with back air. He's on the platform.
Oh, the explosive flame is not quite going to clip his toes, but still, Brandon has to find the way. He has to work to catch Zone. The Zone is moving like Sonic the Hedgehog right now. So
there's that pressure. He doesn't quite find it, scores, and now he's going for ledge though. Burning Knuckle, too much of a commitment.
Exactly, but still, he finds himself in an advantageous position. How will Zone get out of the corner? Is that going to be it? It is. And Brandon gets the reset.
And unfortunately, I do not have the time to watch over a reset. We must go catch a train, I am afraid, but it's been a joy to commentate with you.
It's been a joy to commentate with you and see you, my friends.
And we are going to leave the rest of the commentary to the brilliant scores.
Thank you, thank you. And yeah, Grand Finals, guys, true finals. Low-key, I never really have any particular bias, but I wanted to go home, man. I'm gonna be real. I wanted to go home. I got a YouTube video to work on. But still, we're seeing a little bit of a pause too. I think the players heard that I want to go home, and they're making it take a little bit longer, you know. But still, a very well-earned reset from Brandon. He played that so well at the end. Zone was moving so slippery, so hard to catch, and in that final moment, he's like, you know what, I see it. I visualized the one opening I need, and you will perish. That's exactly what happens. So yeah, see you, Wade. Hello. And yeah, we move into true finals, everyone. Starting on Hollow Bastion. The tried and true. We mentioned that PS2 is quite common, Town and City is quite common, but this stage is quite common as well. I think you'll notice what all stages have in common is that they're very big. It works out very, very well for Zone. However, the thing with Hollow Bastion in comparison to the others is due to its layout, it's similar to Smashville. In that if you sit under, you have the umbrella stage layout. If you sit in the middle there and you're underneath that platform, you deny aerial approaches and you kind of just have entirety of stage control. Stage control is so important, but still not quite as volatile as Smashville because of the size. It's a very nice balance, you know. It's a very nice balanced stage in comparison to Smashville, but still, even game, neck and neck at the moment. Who will be the one to take the first stock? Because the first stock in a reset can be quite decisive. And it is going to be Darkstalker. Darkstalker finds the SDI. He's been chasing the SDI this entire time, man. Every time he's like, you know what? I see the opponent's SDI'd out of it. I'm just going to go for an option that resets it. Not going to commit super hard, super early, and wait to see how they get out of it, you know? My move has this counterplay. So I'm going to wait and see what people's answers are to it. You know, he's moving like a teacher, grading tests right now. Madness. But still, at the moment, I mean, I blinked. Zone's got 100% to his name on his second stock. Brandon's only on his first stock with Go Meter. So it's an explosive lead. Zone has to stop the bleeding, but unfortunately, Buster Wolf is going to make the wound even larger. Zone needs an ambulance right now, bro. The bleeding is getting larger. The wound is getting bigger and bigger. The bleeding won't stop, man. You have to ask yourself, is Zone a little bit mentally shaken by the fact that he had that Game 5 situation and wasn't able to close it out? Or is he just going to, is it just a game to gather data? Either way, Brandon's making game 1 counts. And he's running away with it, but Zone will not allow that lead to go unanswered right now. Yeah, just Zone's at kill percent. Can't afford to make any mistakes. Excellent recovery around the auto reticle, because usually if you get hit by it, that limits your options, or at least your double jumps. His double jump has gotten caught time and time again, but still, decisive lead. What is Zone's answer? How does he get back into this set? The power dunk is not quite going to take it, but jab, rising tackle will, and that is game 1 to Darkstalker. And as I mentioned, I think I mentioned this before. Game 3 of the set 1, was really important because it's mentally taxing. You can only afford to play, no matter how good your mental is, you need the mental stamina of a god to play long sets against Terry Bogard, because you constantly have to be aware of everything and anything. You constantly have to be thinking about, okay, am I in Buster Wolf range? Am I moving about from Buster Wolf range properly? Am I in crack shoot range? What percent am I at? Am I going to die to down tilt jab, or is he going to burst option me here? You know, you constantly have to play a disciplined game. And not even just of like the options you need to play around, but also the discipline to play the mid-range. Not scrap with Terry Bogard, because there are only a few characters that can. But Zone, you can't, as characters like Palutena, you have to have the discipline to play the mid-range against Terry, because you don't have the frame data to scrap up close with him. You play broken in mid-range, but Brandon is not one to sit back and let you play the mid-range. We've seen it time and time again, no matter the player. He's going to get into your face eventually. So it's a question of it's the discipline, once again. And that takes so much mental stamina. So the question is, has the mental stamina tank run empty for Zone? Or has he found a new tank that he's just simply used game 1 to take his time and replace it with? But regardless of the stamina situation, Darkstalker's tanks look very full. He's doing that. Oh my god, did that just did the hitbox of Buster Wolf be so or Burn Knuckle be so disjointed that it completely ignored dash attack? But I'm running out of stamina too, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. That was just privilege right there. But still, down throw, back air, going to take it. I think Brandon may have committed to something at the end there, but still, down throw, back air, the classic, tried and true confirm. And yeah, Nair is going to provide the opening for the start here. The damage is racking up. The patience! I love the patience. Unfortunately, not pulling the trigger. We've seen it a couple times here. But, I mean, I've said it before. It's not about the shots that you miss. It's about the ones that you land. And right now, Zone's been landing a lot of them, but it's definitely so patient because Brandon, his stamina is refilled. It's full, bro. He is waiting. He's patient. He's not committing. and he's just holding center stage. He sees center stage, he sees that bubble, he sees it as a meter, and he's constantly trying to make sure that meter is full. Because if you just wait there with center stage, bro, not even just like committing to anything, not even just standing still, if you just wait a little bit, move around a little bit, low committal actions, it's so terrifying. Because everyone, as you reach higher levels of play, the opponent is just waiting for you to slip up. The opponent is just waiting for you to make that mistake, that anti-option. And that's one slip up we have there. The double jump catcher is what Zone loves to do with auto reticle, and he catches it out right there. So, right there and then, as we mentioned, sorry, I was saying though, we're constantly waiting at higher levels of play for the opponent to slip up. So when one person just stands there and just waits menacingly, it's terrifying because you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what the opening. There's no openings that present itself almost, right? It's scary. It's terrifying, but still. Brandon's on his last stock. You mentioned the potential of the stamina, the lack of mental stamina from Zone, but he's made quite the commanding lead at the moment. The question is just, can he seal it out? Because it doesn't matter how much of a lead you have on Darkstalker. Can you get the kill? He's like a Dark Soul. Darkstalker is a Dark Souls boss fight. Because when he gets Go Meter, suddenly phase 2 has activated. Especially on his last stock. Suddenly the music starts changing, the tempo increases. It's like on Mario Kart when you're on like the last lap and the drums come in, bro. It's madness. And right there, Go Meter is active. The boss fight has begun. Can Zone speedrun the boss fight? Or will Ornstein and Smile from Dark Souls catch him off guard? Darkstalker overcommitting ever so slightly there. Even though he has Go Meter, he has so much fewer neutral interactions he can lose before he dies. Honestly, could just die in the next one. I mean, not quite here, my fault. Not quite here, my fault. But still, he could just die. The next, all it takes is one back air, one dash attack, you know, at this percent, at least near the ledge. And it will take it. What can I say? They call me a prophet. They call me a prophet. But hey, I'm not the only one who sees the future. Zone takes game 2, envisioning the neutral get up bustable from ledge. We heard the startup frames. Like, you know what? I'm gonna let it rip. The dash attack here on reaction is going to take it. But still, you know, game 3. Game 3 of the reset as well. This is madness. This is madness. We've had so many game 5s, man. We've had so many game 5s. Are we going to get another one? What do you think, chat? I can't see chat, but what do you think, chat? Are we going to get another game 5? I know the TOs probably aren't hoping for one. I think everyone's starting to pack down right now. But are we going to get a game 5? That is the question. But still, Brandon parrying the first hit in there, but unfortunately the Darkstalker parry training does not allow him to parry every single one. He will eventually, don't get me wrong. We've seen him do it time and time again, but in that one instance, the Darkstalker parry practice needs a little bit more, you know. The training routine needs a new phase, perhaps. But speaking of new phase, Brandon's got the advantageous situation right here. What is Zone's answer? The patience is paying off right now, though. I must say. He's just waiting. Because Brandon has the situation, and eventually, when he has that ledge situation, the times when he is most potent is when he's waiting, but a lot of the time he has a bad habit of committing slightly early to a bodacious call-out. But that's the terrifying thing. If he commits to a bodacious call-out like that, you end up getting, and you aren't ready for it, you are panicked, you will lose. Time and time again. And yeah, at the moment, Zone's on the back foot. Town and City is terrifying for it as well, because although it's a big stage, we've talked about how it gives Zone room to move around, take his time. The blow zones are so small, man. It's so easy to get steamrolled on Town and City. Like, if you play a character that kills off of the sides, then no one goes to the stage with good intentions. And Buster Wolf is definitely not a move with good intentions, that's for sure. As I said, it's so easy to get steamrolled on the stage. Ooh, but still, Zone, he's played Darkstalker so many times that Darkstalker is almost like a book. And that was page 2 of the book of Darkstalker right there. Crack, shoot, back to ledge, meet, F smash. And yeah, at the moment, Zone is just waiting. Even though he's at a deficit, he's happy to take his time. Because the worst thing you can do when you're at a deficit is rush into the opponent's loving arms and allow them feed into the momentum conveyor belts that allows the match to run away almost. He's just taking his time, you know? Why not? We got the time. The TOs might disagree low-key, but we got the time. He's got the time, I've got the time, you got the time, so why not? And yeah, as a result, I think this is some of the more slippery movement we saw from earlier. Brandon's, even though he's had such a good lead, Brandon's not been able to get a decisive hit on this last stock. So it's been untouchable, and that's all that matters. You can even see when he overextends ever so slightly though, that's a different story. And this is a scary thing because down tilt burn knuckle will take it, F tilt burn knuckle might take it, but all it is one Terry move, one jab, one down tilt, even one burst option. And it's so scary. Look at Brandon, he's playing so patient right now. He's like, you know what, I'm going to check you to check outs. And that's exactly what he does. He checks into checks outs. And yeah, game 5. Sorry, game 4, my fault. I'm a little bit too eager. But still, game 4. Zone on the back foot once again. His home of Town and City. The home he has built in Town and City, Animal Crossing, has been taken down by Brandon. And right now, he takes it. He moves elsewhere. He gets the moving truck from the start of Pokemon Ruby and Red, puts his stuff in there, and you know what? My house is now PS2. I'm going to move to PS2, and hopefully the mortgage is a little better, you know? Hopefully the neighbor's a little bit nicer. There are fewer butt knuckles and power geysers that keep him up at night, because that's what Brandon's doing, I can't lie. These moves are creating an absolute ruckus, and Zone is not able to set up his shop, set up his home comfortably. And at the moment, Zone having to take his time. That patience is going to be rewarded. The Nair is going to do quite a bit of damage, not quite going to find the full conversion he needs. But still, you know, making a statement. Because the worst thing you can do is just let Brandon run away with it. You have to stop the momentum. If the set momentum is bleeding right now in Brandon's favor, then you have to seal the wound. You have to put the plaster on and be like, you know what? First aid is here. And I am here to do what's needed. And at the moment, Brandon's just happy to just wait. He's just being like, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit of time. He's just waiting at the mid-range, not overly committing. However, when pressured, there is a little bit the antiness that comes out. I feel like Brandon's patience has always been a little bit of a meter, as we've seen it time and time again, where he's patient for only so long before he eventually commits to something. Eventually, the patience lets up. It's like a boss battle, but I'm joined by the wonderful DAT team, head of DAT team, Burning himself, on comms, running that Monday Meltdown. How are you doing, Burning?
This is shit game.
I know game 4 reset is definitely not what Tio loves to see.
Yeah, I love it when the bracket's about to end and then someone resets the bloody bracket. I mean, at the very least, it's not that late. We're actually doing pretty well. Wasn't the most busy bracket today, so yeah. I think it's been okay. It's only quarter past 11. Like, there's been times we finish a bit late, but it's been actually chill today, so I'm not too fussed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start work till 5 PM anyway.
Go. Clock in to clock out. And that's exactly what Brandon's doing right now. Quite the lead, but he's yet to touch his own second stock, man. I mean, as I say that, the dash attack breaks through. As long as he has go, anything can happen, really. But Nair is not going to take it either, man.
I think the Instant players might have been onto something.
Nah, I'm not giving the Instant players any... the funny thing is, it's not even the Instant players saying it as well. It's
I know, that's the worst part.
That's the worst part. The Instant players see reason.
Oh, she can't kill. Yeah, never mind the intangible back air that she's got, right?
Like, I'm going to say this on comments right now. Everyone talks about the number of neutral wins that Instant needs to have. But no one talks about how Instant wins neutral. No one talks about how Instant wins neutral compared to Palu. How much harder it is, man. You play the slowest character in the game. Oh,
what do you mean? You just do a short hop side B?
Yeah, exactly, you know. All you need to do is just do the cross-screen dash grab with the slowest character in the game. It makes me so annoyed. Any Palutena mains that say that, I'm calling you out. You are delusional. Palutena is broken.
Palutena is one of the Mallet Branch of the Burning Abyss. Palutena is a Mallet Branch of the Burning Abyss.
Oh, the back air clanked with the back air completely beat out. Invincible move. Oh, beat out F-tilt. But to be fair, F-tilt is also a cheating move. It's a cheap move because his leg is intangible.
Oh, no, it was...
Oh my god, he's letting it rip. This is why I said earlier
Slow down a bit, Firat, slow down.
It's why I said earlier about the mental stamina. Brandon, you need maximum mental stamina. Your cranium capacity has to be maximum. Otherwise, he's just going to run away with it. He's going to be like, you know what? I can have a little bit of fun with it now.
If you get too tired, that's it.
You cannot get caught sleeping against Brandon.
It depends on your exhaustion. If you get too exhausted, that's it. You're not going to get too far.
I think in Brawl, Pokemon Trainer had like a exhaustion mechanic where if a Pokemon was out for long enough, they get like tired or something.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is against Brandon. He wears away.
Zone is Ivysaur.
Zone is Ivysaur.
Is he actually dead? Okay.
And Brandon is looking like a fire type right now because he's just constantly running away with it. The flames.
Good catch. Not quite the kill.
Not quite gonna find it.
Zone needs to really bring someone out here.
He needs to find the lost tank. He needs to find that lost
shield.
Yeah. Back in.
Oh yeah, back beating out an entire fucking final smash.
Oh yeah, I just have this move that beats Terry's final smash DLC mechanic.
Yeah, Palu ain't that good, by the way.
Yeah, Palu's kind of bad, you know. Like, come on, man.
Terry has a final smash when the smash ball's off, but Palu can still beat it with a fucking back air. That's
Palutena is broken. You heard it here, but Palutena is ridiculous. But still, Brandon's he's just having fun with it at this point. He knows the sets.
Crack shoot. Yeah.
I reckon we're gonna see a random dash attack.
He was right there. No, he's laughing. He's laughing. He was waiting. It was going to be one or the other.
Yeah, but still, Gomis is offline now. There's a little bit less of fun that you can have with it, you know. You can't really let out the random.
Oh, here he is. Here it is.
Oh, here's the washing machine. Do you remember in patch 1.0 when the Nair took like forever? Each hit took like 1 second. So a 60% combo took 2 minutes.
It didn't go as far as it does now either. So it's like, I think it was like, I remember when it did get nerfed and it was like, it combos for a bit more, but now it's not a kill move as much.
It's mad, honestly. Thank God they changed that though. I'd hate Palu so much if I took a 60% combo from 2 minutes long. The cutscene, man. I think everyone called it the cutscene in 1.0. But still, speaking of the cutscene, Zone's not able to find his way back to neutral yet.
if there's anyone who's good at clutching, it's always been Zone. Zone's always been very good at clutching things. But Darkstalker's very hard to clutch against.
Exactly. He's a mountain you have to climb.
Okay, he got caught at a bad angle there, so he wasn't going to get killed by it. Zone's going to take his sweet time.
And he kind of has to, you know. 1 minute is left on.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got like 40 minutes. Oh, never mind.
But jab,
okay, that was it.
Take it.
Thank you, Ambler, for cutting that very quickly. That was a very good time. You knew it was over as well.
I knew it, you knew it.
Yeah, we all knew it, but well done again. Yeah. Well done again to Darkstalker for winning that Monday Meltdown 262. And next week, that Monday Meltdown 263, the winner of that will get free entry to the very next Limitless.
Let's go.
At least that's what Wade said. I don't know. I didn't approve.
I think if you win three London events in a row, I believe it was Meltdown, Stratty, and Rise. No, was it Rise?
Frontrunners.
Frontrunners, sorry.
Yeah.
Meltdown, Stratty, and Frontrunners. Then you get free entry to Limitless, which is toxic because I'm out of the country. Darkstalker's out of the country.
Oh, that's a good idea, isn't it?
I believe Tekka's not going to be in the country either. Originally, Streaks was out of the country, but he's not going to be anymore. So low-key, I think Streaks just...
All right, we'll see Bonnick with the free entry.
Why do you have to do this for the one weekend I'm in France, man? Come on.
Why are you not going away?
Shonen War in France is on.
Okay.
So me and Darkstalker at the very least are going to be in that. So
yeah, I don't know what
I don't know what Tekka's up to though. I think he just said he's out of the country anyway. So like,
it's alright. It's my time to shine.
Exactly.
My Isabel gonna rock today.
But while I have everyone's attention, I'm going to use this to plug myself. Scores on Twitter, you know, I have a new YouTube video that's releasing tomorrow at 8 PM. Everyone keep an eye out.
He also has a global smash vid.
Well, you know, we make some moves every now and then. I'm kind of nice with it. But yeah, check out my...
Scores makes Toon Link look top tier.
That video made me...
doesn't credit the source of the clip.
Yeah, that channel was they definitely need to credit the clips, man. But honestly, that video made me so happy. I always wanted to, like, I saw Darkstalker got one where he was like making Terry look good luck, and I was like, I always want one of those. And then they got good clips. I was really happy. I got one for myself.
I want one of my Kirby, to be honest.
Yeah, your Kirby was moving, bro. Why did you get
I don't know why it was. It took a game off him. I don't know what happened that day, but anyway. So yeah, next week, if anyone wants free entry to Limitless, come down, win it. Like they said, these two are not going to be here. I don't think Streaks is going to be here because he barely ever is.
Yeah, you can't like, Streaks is a very funny individual.
Tekka's not going to be here.
He's in the...
So it's more up for grabs than ever before.
Exactly.
And again, the next Frontrunners, and I'm pretty sure the next Escape in Stratford, which is not this Wednesday, but the next. Winners of those three tournaments will get free entry to the next Limitless, which is the London Regional that we hold at Holloway Road. I don't think a date's been announced yet. I think I have a rough idea what it is, but I don't want to say anything. I'll leave that to Reptile because that's Limitless is his baby boy, so I don't want to say anything that he's not sure of.
Indeed, indeed.
But otherwise,
I need to check when the plan is.
yeah, we do need to check. That blast zone, unfortunately, we haven't got anything on that yet. Like, not even close. So
Aww.
we're still trying to get things going. If we can get something sorted soon, then maybe we'll have something for the summer. But otherwise, it's just trying to get venue stuff again, as it always is. That's the main issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it like what Ambler said, it's now too big to the point where it's such a pain in the ass to find a place to actually run it.
Yeah.
But we're still adamant to keep the 256 cap. That's what we made Limitless for, to kind of put thread the gap in between, to kind of patch it in between.
Absolutely.
So that's entirely Reptile's idea, by the way. Limitless is all him.
DBZs was always so much fun. It was actually my first big event, like ever. It was my second ever competitive event. DBZ,
Which one?
The first DBZ of Ultimate.
Ah, okay.
I remember because I was terrible. I didn't know what tilts
Still
were. Yeah, look.
Never mind your PGR win.
Yeah, ignore that.
Sorry,
bro.
Orion rank.
But I didn't know what tilts were back then. I had streaks round 1. Yeah, right. I had streaks round 1. He 6-stocked me, bro. That was madness. But yeah, that Dot Blossom was my second ever competitive Smash Ultimate event and my first ever big event, and it was so much fun. Even though it's a different venue nowadays, it's always incredible. And that team, they always do a wonderful job of running amazing events. So when it gets announced, go to it.
Can't seed though, apparently. This tournament got a bit messed up by that, but
it's tough. We have too many heavy hitters, bro. Sometimes, you know, Nemi comes by and he decides to become like the best player in the universe.
I've kind of given up. It's Ultimate, like in Ultimate, like especially after what you saw Summit this weekend. What's the point?
Yeah, Big D got third, bro.
Seeding doesn't mean anything. I'm in much despair at Big D getting third.
Indeed.
I don't know how to feel about it. It's like I'm very grateful, but at the same time, it's like don't talk to me about it. You know, it's a taboo subject.
Yeah, you've constantly been trying to like.
I did, however, go from -55 inside bets to plus £12.50. I brought that
12.
back. I got the shovel out. I had the diamond shovel.
The diamond shovel. He digged his way out of the gulag and he found.
I had haste on that stuff. I had efficiency-free diamond shovel, and I got out of it.
Oh, that's what we love to see. Climbing out of the gulag.
Yeah, but otherwise, like, not many other plans. We might. So there are some bank holidays coming up in April on a Monday. We might do something fun then. If not, probably not until August, because the next bank holiday Monday after April/May is like the day before my birthday.
yeah, that's
Since it's before my birthday, fuck you, I'll do what I want, you know. But
Loki, maybe the DAT burning meltdown.
Tournament stuff on your birthday.
I mean, it's the day before, so technically not my birthday. But I
You
do
could
want to
Loki-
do. Like, after that Merry Meltdown that just went, it's like I still don't think I'm going to top that. That went way better than I thought it would. But I even had people asking when the next fun Meltdown would be. But I'd like to do maybe a bit more in between now and Merry Meltdown, but not that much because I don't want to burn out on ideas. The most chaotic stuff I'll save for Merry Meltdown.
Absolutely.
But
I'm always
like
down
stuff
for it.
like, I don't know, like low tiers, main swap, the Iron Man, whatever, like stuff like that can go in between.
I'm down because I got robbed at the last Merry Meltdown, bro. I will never forgive Wades for making 7 really bad amiibos and having 1 good amiibo and then giving the 1 good amiibo to Jude and be like, you have to play with all of these terrible amiibos.
I remember the one set you had to play that you had to go into spectate mode and just bet on someone.
That was, oh my god, that was my favorite. I played IRL speculation. What I had to do, I sat down. We had to connect to the internet, and we had to bet on Elite Smash players, whoever wins. Whoever made the correct bet moved on in bracket. I have never popped off in bracket before, but that was the one time I popped off because I beat, the guy I bet on beat Elite Smash Terry. Never before seen.
There is a PG stat out there where Darkstalker has lost to Big Boy and Axo 1-2 in bracket because of that Merry Meltdown. And it was yeah, Hero Down B Gamble. Hero Down B Gamble and Karaoke.
Yeah, Big Boy beat Darkstalker in the Hero Down B RNG battle.
And Axo out Karaoke there because I don't know what the hell Brandon was singing, but I got deaf at the point. Like, honestly, the karaoke thing was great, but I realised, you know what, when the karaoke goes on, I can't call sets. I need to chase people down.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to get some people. It's like, I can't do karaoke for the moment because I need to get the bracket rolling. But I mean, we could probably do something during King Charles's coronation, because who's going to watch that, right?
Yeah, true.
King only bracket.
Oh yeah, you have to go King K. Rool. Are there anyone else other than King K. Rool and King DDD?
K. Rool, DDD, Ganon, Bowser, Duck Hunt Duo, Ice Climbers, Simon Bell.
Wait, this is sounding like maybe that's what you should do for your birthday. You have to do the burning meltdown. You
have to play only my
burning characters.
Because you know how I've been playing a different character every Monday?
Yeah.
Like, the characters I played so far, that's all you can play. Nah, I'm not doing that.
The only bracket for the coronation would be kind of funny.
Also,
Who would actually care?
I think Wade said it already, but I think it was in like June or something. There'd be like one day that's like near enough 8 years since Meltdown started. Another thing is that also since Meltdown has started, weirdly enough, we've never done a pub quiz yet, so that's something I also want to do at some point.
Ooh,
I don't know who'd show up for it, but that's also an idea. Yeah, we did doubles for Valentine's Day one. That was quite fun. Me and S Critical, we did good. We did good. I got him a date that day. Like, I think he told someone, it was like, if I got top 8 in the bracket, would you like go out with me or something? It was like, yeah. It was me and him in doubles, so I got him a date.
That is perfect wingman. Literally, no wonder you got top 8. The perfect wingman in doubles.
Foxhound, S Crit, if you're watching, God bless Foxhound. That was a good team. That was a good team. We actually did all right.
Godlike.
Yeah, we should probably wrap things up, but again, thank you very much for everyone that came to play, everyone that came to watch. Thank you again to Ambler massively for the stream, Wade for helping me out today, Earthan for being in like Madrid instead, enjoying the fucking sun and hot weather like an absolute prick. I wish I was there. Instead, I'm working at a fucking bar in Walthamstow. Whatever. Yeah, but doesn't mean I like working there, does it? Do you know what the people are like? It also turns out my deputy manager is like the uni flatmate of Chromatic, which was quite funny. Like a small world. Anyway.
Small worlds.
And what else? Again, thank you to my wonderful commentators, anyone who opted in to do that today. Scores, Mischief, Brandon. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's a few others. Who cares, right? There's only been a few. Anyway, I'll let you actually wrap things up now, Ambler, because I know you've got some ads to run and I have things to pack up since it is still before midnight.
Oh yeah, support me and Brandon at Shonen War next week, next Saturday.
Yeah, who else is at Shonen War? Is it just you two? Or?
There's Bloom, Lugi, Pelly, a couple others. We got quite a lot of UK people going.
And I know there is also Invasion in a couple of weeks as well. I don't know if registration is still open or what, but at the very least, like, do give some support to them as well. Because or you can do your own shilling. Go on, Ambler. I don't know if Shilling can hear you, but
okay. So I guess this applies more to the people in the venue. But if you saw those fancy lagless, well not lagless, but less lag adapters, I managed to get 4 of them.
Ooh.
And I am at tea time on Wednesday.
When you say legless adapters, you mean for GameCube?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care.
So if you're not a... damn. Ah, well.
It doesn't apply to me.
It doesn't apply to us.
So,
yeah. Like these two, yeah, but not us two.
Okay, yeah. So if anyone who's interested and wants to try them out, I will have 4 of them at tea time in Cambridge on Wednesday. And that should be fun. And I'm hoping nobody steals one.
I might come tea time this Wednesday, actually.
Yeah.
I've not been in a while.
I think there's a few people who aren't there, like GP's. About last week was the last one, I think.
Probably like
Hey, good venue. It's basically mini Meltdown.
I could drink there, right?
But with a pizza oven.
I could drink there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need.
It's literally a pub.
Yep, that's all I need for a local.
Okay, see you there. Yeah, anyway that'll be that.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to follow me on Scores, our Twitters are down below. I'm here every week, sadly.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Ambler too. Ambler is the GOAT. Follow them on Twitter.
Yeah, like we can't thank Ambler enough. Hopefully we'll have someone to help out at some point for him. But something we'll have to work
can I
on.
add 3 tags to this?
Yeah, there he is. Follow him. RuneScape Extraordinaire. Sorry, Jackie.
Right there.
Yeah, Jackie's the best Smash RuneScaper out there.
Yeah.
Well, is he like rank 3 or something for?
I don't actually know. Like all I know about
absurd.
I just know you two are like you're on that shit.
He plays it more than me.
Anyway, thank you so much to Amblue. He's there every week, controlling everything from his own home. Can't thank him enough.
Shout out to Parsec.
Shout out to Parsec. I thought it was TeamViewer, but no, it is actually Parsec.
No, TeamViewer's the backup if it all goes wrong.
Yeah,
Parsec's stable, so. Aside from one weird audio.
Thanks again, everyone. We'll leave it in. Yeah, that's the bell for the last orders. So,
bye, guys.
See you later.
See ya.